You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for June 16th through the 20th. We're going to see Victor raging at the party and Lily's jaw hitting the floor. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, hit that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what is coming the rest of this week, then go into next week. Wednesday, June 11th. Nikki checks in with Chelsea. They're talking about Adam and work over at Newman Media, and Chelsea talks about the Victor problem, that he is demanding that Adam attack Billy, and she doesn't like it. Nikki wants to know why Chelsea is even protecting him. And then when Chelsea presses for advice, she suggests that she should offer Victor something that matters more to him than slapping at Billy. And that's good food for thought. Meanwhile, Adam is delaying publishing a hit piece on Billy when Victor shows up at the office. Adam bickers that he's not his attack dog, but Victor thinks he is and apparently wants him on a short leash. And Victor changes the subject, talking about Sharon going to the party with Nick. Of course, he doesn't know yet she's not going to go. Adam thinks they might be reuniting and just hopes Nick doesn't break Sharon's heart again. Victor doesn't care about that too much. He wants to ally with Mystery Man Dumas and then work together to take down the Abbotts. So Chelsea overhears Victor demanding that Adam go ahead and run that hit piece on Billy the next day. And Chelsea asks Victor to meet her later. And then she talks to Adam and says that she's going to try and bargain with Victor like Nikki advised. Adam is a little insecure, wants to know why she's defending Billy so hard. Chelsea insists it's just guilt, over the cheating and all that. So Chelsea reveals she has something big to offer Victor. She thinks she knows what the mystery man's real identity is. Victor meets Nikki later and they talk about Chelsea's concerns. Victor thinks that she should be Team Newman all the way. And Nikki tells Victor that she gave Chelsea the advice to offer him something valuable. Meanwhile, Sally worries as she talks to Billy about what she should wear to the Fancy Pants France party. And Sally is also determined to keep Billy chill while we're there. He hopes this is all a big setup, an ambush against Victor, because all of the mustache's enemies are going to be at the party and he has a lot of enemies. Sally is worried about drama. She's also worried about the fact that Phyllis is going to be there, and Sally even suggests they skip it. Of course, Billy is not going to do that, but he promises the two of them are going to sit on the sidelines and watch the chaos unfold rather than being part of it. We'll see how that works out. Thursday, June 12th, Victor meets with Chelsea and they negotiate. So she is certain she knows Dumas' real identity and she'll hand it over if Victor agrees to back off the Billy thing. Well, I think Victor may agree to back off Billy, but only temporarily. You can't trust him. He outright lied to Lily about stuff. So any deal Chelsea makes is a fool's bargain, but Victor no doubt wants this information because he wants to walk into that party armed and ready. Also, Kyle gets Claire's approval on Thursday. So remember, Audra approached Kyle trying to lure him to the party, but it didn't work. However, it sounds like she might circle back around and tempt Kyle again and it works, or Holden maybe found a way to help. Claire's dad, Cole, is super sick. He's in Chicago. Probably Claire is going there too. She may tell Kyle if it's that important, go to the party, whatever. She's focused on her dad. However, if you remember, Kyle just promised Jack he would be holding down the fort in GC while his dad and mom are over in France. Looks like a change in plans. Audra's keeping secrets from Nate. She's likely lying about why she is packing for the party. She may blame Victor or say she has to do it because of all the buzz around Vibrante. If she has gotten Kyle to go, obviously she won't mention that to Nate, but I don't know why Audra thinks Nate isn't going to find out what happens at the party since Lily and others are going that he talks to all the time. Friday, June 13th. It's the big day. But before we get into party stuff, Christine and Danny are back to town. Daniel is so happy to see his dad, Danny, and Christine when he runs into them at Crimson Lights. And Phyllis can't get Tessa to back down. It sounds like Phyllis may still be bugging Tessa about Daniel. Maybe Phyllis wants Tessa to keep her updated while she's out of town. And Devon vows that no matter what he has to do, he will protect the Winters legacy in the face of whatever this mystery thing is that's happening. The party is supposed to kick off on Friday the 13th. We are supposed to have Billy Flynn's big debut, but it may be a situation of the first guest arrives and they just see him. And, you know, I'm interested to see if anybody says his real name out loud. Because based on the leaked photo from behind the scenes of Amanda and Lily with Billy Flynn, and just based on some other things that are happening, it's looking like it's Kane. But if you see anybody saying anywhere it's confirmed, it's not, at least not yet, at least not of the time of me taping this. The week of June 16th through the 20th, chaos is going to unfold after the big Dumas true identity reveal. And again, all signs do point to Kane. Lily even said his name for the first time in, I can't even think how long. That was Friday before last. And again, that behind the scenes shot shows Lily in a very intense conversation. Now, Josh Griffith may have invented some lover, even though we've seen her whole love life play out on screen since she was a teenager, but you never know. I will say I think Lily deserves a lot better than Kane being back in her life, if that's what they have done, because he did Lily dirty so many times. Daniel's making progress, but Phyllis is going to be out of control again soon. Daniel keeps getting closer to Tessa as she and Mariah are falling apart. Chelsea gets Victor to back off attacking Billy temporarily, but once Victor's back from France, he's probably going to resume his anti-Abbott stance. Lily is stunned at the identity reveal, and it would be really wild if Dumas fired Damien because he found out he was getting closer to Lily. There's a murder mystery coming that kicks off very soon, according to Joshua Morrow. So maybe at the party somebody dies, or it could wait until they're back to town. We'll see. The Nick Newman actor said the plot is an extravaganza. But again, if somebody dies, is it going to be somebody important or a glorified extra? Audra makes her big move. Looks like she is going to get Kyle to France. We'll see. Hopefully Audra or Kyle, neither one are the corpse. Phyllis's desperation is on full display at the party. She's heading there with a deluded grand plan in her head that is never, ever going to come to fruition. Let's be real. Nikki tries to rein in Victor at the party because he is going to lose it in a big way. He obviously has his own agenda going into it, but I don't think Phyllis or Victor, either one, are going to get what they came for.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.